See Saginaw with Steve Harvey in the morning and simply the best R&B all day. Take us everywhere. Your smartphone, in your car, to work, or live at KissWTLZ.com. We're Kiss 107.1.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Straight Talk. I am here with you guys for the hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. with another interesting conversation for the community. If you're looking via social media, you'll also notice that there's a lovely face that's on the other side of the table from me. This is my cousin, my heart, my mentee. She is the township. What's your new title?
I am the township trustee.
Township trustee. And if she was in the church, we'd say she's the township trustee prelate. But we're here today, and she's with me on today. I'm talking about Amaya Bradley. She is a phenom in the making, and I'm so glad that you're able to be with me today, Amaya.
Thank you for having me.
Is this your first time on Straight Talk?
No, it's my second time.
Okay, so she's going to be with us today, but we're going to be talking about a conference that she is the creator and the director, the CEO of Girl, You Make Things Happen. So we're going to talk about that in just a quick second. But for everybody that's out there listening to us on the FM dial on 107.1 FM, we certainly thank you for your continued listenership, making us your number one show in our target audience. And for all of those who are out there that are coming in, we want you to like, tag, and share this conversation. Tell your mama, your cousins, your play cousins down the street. Tell them it's time to come in. Turn on the radio. Get on social media. Go to Straight Talk or Kiss 107.1 FM on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. You can go to I Grow Daily, Kareem Bowen, I Grow Daily on YouTube, and you can listen to us there, because I know some of you are saying, well, I don't like to be on social media. Well, you don't have to be on social media. You can catch us live on various formats, and we also are on the gram, so check us out. We are so excited to be here. I have my producer in the studio. What's going on? I call him Matthew, but I really call him White Chocolate. What's up, Mike?
What up, Doe? How are you doing this weekend?
What up, Doe? That's a proper Detroit greeting. But many of you may think he's over here playing, but he really grew up in the Detroit area. So it's real as day is long. But I'm so glad to be with you guys on today. Shout out to my mother. I know last week was Mother's Day, and people are like, oh, we love your tribute you gave to your mom. When you have a single parent mom who does her thing and she raises you the best that she can, and she did it. And I think she did an amazing job. You salute her, but she also has just completed her annual prayer and praise breakfast at the Horizon Conference Center. Mother Leatrice Patterson on Saturday, following up with mother-daughter tag team Andrea Patterson today, finishing up. I say, hey, go to those social media streams, listen to those messages, because they were definitely fire. And unexpected. So we certainly thank you all for your continued listenership. My man Jimmy Green is the first one that I see in the stream, and he's giving you a shout out. Good evening, Amaya and Brother Kareem. He's calling me Brother Kareem like I'm a Muslim. What's up, Brother Jimmy? We certainly thank you for tuning in. But today we're going to get right into the conversation, because we have a couple conversations that we're going to have today. You know that I am a person of the community. I love engaging and working with young people. This young lady that's across the table from me today, that we're talking about empowering young people, celebrating their existence, helping them to understand that they are beautiful just the way that God had created them. That's my jam. I love to work with young people. Been doing this since I was a wee little lad. No, probably since about 2005. And once I had a little taste of it, I fell in love with it. And now it is a part of what we operate. All right, Sister Amaya, my little cuz. That's my little cuz, mentee. You're doing great things. First of all, why don't you just give a shout out and just tell us a little bit about who you are?
Well, thank you, Kareem, my big cousin. I really do appreciate you. You do encourage me a lot, and I do look up to you. So I do thank you for this opportunity. So me, Amaya Bradley. I am a 22-year-old that works in the credit union field.
Okay, in the credit union field, y'all help her out. She good now. No, go ahead.
Yep, in the credit union field, but also I'm one of the youngest trustees in Saginaw Township, and I'm the first African American trustee in Saginaw Township as well.
What was that age again?
22 years.
22 years old. Now, I just got to put things in context, and I'm not being shady. But if the sun is bright and there's a big tree, it creates shade, right?
Okay.
All right. So the sun is shining in the studio. So I just want you all to know, when we think about Amaya, she is a phenomenal young lady, born and raised in the church. She has been an intricate part of so many programs that work with young ladies. She's been someone that I've known since she was born. And she has been consistently, intentionally groomed by other women, not in a weird way. Grooming used to be a good thing back in the day. Now you say somebody's groomed and
they take it all the way left.
and you end up locked up behind padded walls. But she has been groomed intentionally by women of wisdom, Mother Pryor,
Yes.
Your mother, Miss Sherry Hodgers, who is a testament of what God can do and how he can heal you and sustain you. Your own mother and her personal story and journey.
Yes.
But a lot of women of faith that have poured in to who you are.
Yes,
So I just want you just to share a little bit. First of all, what is the name of this conference that you've put together? What's the name of it?
So my business name is Growing Confidence. But my conference theme this year is Girl, You Make Things Happen. A little inspiration, a little backstory behind the Girl, You Make Things Happen. My Uncle Mel always used to tell us growing up, you make things happen, you can make things happen. And that was kept on coming to me. And I'll see little signs on billboards, or I used to work with my other mentor, Clerk Alethea Nichols Taylor, at Clerk from Buena Vista Charter Township,
AKA Mother Cookie.
So she actually got me a little lamp, like a little light that says you can make things happen, and that was my inspiration. So I pushed towards that, and to make sure that every young girl know that just because you might be young, it doesn't matter. You can make things happen.
You can make things happen. You just injected into this conversation Mel A. Pryor. For many of you who not Bishop Pryor, which everybody always thought he was, but he was so proficient in everything that he did.
Yes.
But Mel A. Pryor, he was the second oldest son, I believe, second oldest.
Yep.
Bishop Marvin C. Pryor and his lovely wife Ruth Pryor. Happened to be the church administrator, he was intentionally the church administrator for Victorious Believers Ministries through the move, the transition, the build, and his presence in that ministry and in our community will never be forgotten. So shout out to you, Mel. But Mel used to always say, make things happen.
Yeah.
That was his thing.
Yeah,
make things happen. And so that was one of the things that we both grew up hearing. Make things happen. You embody something, and I'm going to get to the conference. You gave us that story, Girl, you make things happen. When we were growing up, and both of us were a part of the same ministry at one point, we would always hear salvation plus education
equals success.
What does that mean to you now that you are an adult and you heard that your entire life? What is that phrase that Bishop Pryor, Marvin Pryor, used to share? What does that mean to you?
So salvation plus education equals success is something, like you said, we grew up on and everything. I looked at it differently at the age of 16, per se, for an example. I will just be like, okay, you got to pray, you got to do this, you got to do that. And then you got to make sure you have your education in order to be successful. But as I got older, I realized that every time I put my faith first, and and made sure I paid attention to education and put my schooling before, trying to hang out with friends and everything, I became more successful.
Yeah, and so and at the center of that is having a personal relationship with our
Yes.
Maker, with the Holy, with
Yes.
our God. So I think that that's important, and so I've seen you grow up in that capacity.
Yes, sir.
You have this conference, and "Girl, You Make Things Happen" is the title
Yes,
for
sir.
the theme, I should say, for this year's conference. Tell me about what exactly is the name of your brand, your company's name.
Is growing confidence.
That's what I want to talk about, because there are a lot of young women out there.
Yeah.
When they hear the phrase "growing confidence," it sounds like something an old person would say. We need to talk to the young girls and help them grow in
Yeah.
confidence. You're 22 years young. You are
Mhm.
vivacious. You are vibrant. Why the name "Growing Confidence"? Where did that come from?
Well, my first conference, back a little backstory. When I first started off with the conference back in 2019, I was 16 years old. At first, it was called Young Women Who Worship. But I wanted a different light. I wanted to encourage other young girls not to be afraid to, just because I'm talking about faith and everything, that everybody is to be encouraged, not just the church girls, not just the girls that, believe in the Lord. Every girl should be encouraged. And you should know that you are beautiful. So my conference name for 2019 was Growing Confidence. And I would always say growing confidence, growing confidence. And I piggybacked off of that. And I would tell girls all the time, well, you need your flowers in order for you to grow. You need somebody to pour water into you, and pour life into you in order for your flowers to grow. So that's what growing confidence came from.
And I love that title. Now, I have been blessed working with you. I've been able to be a part of your board and helping you to make things happen. So if she calls you and she says, "Hey, I spoke with Kareem, and Kareem told me to call you because you are going to sow into this ministry," I want you all to know that she's absolutely legit. I'm 1,000% behind her motivation and what she's doing. And I'm going to tell you, I was really blessed on last week. You were doing an assembly at Carlton,
Yes.
and Carlton High School. And I went in not really knowing what to expect from you.
Yeah.
And I want y'all to know, man, I was blown out of the water at the level of engagement and how you managed those young women and how you encouraged them. And some of them came in looking like they had a rough day, but you made them smile. When you were talking with them, you began to share your own personal story of lacking confidence and maybe having issues with your body or all of those things that you shared.
Right.
Would you mind sharing with the audience how did you become so confident?
That's a good question. My mom always would talk to me growing up like, okay, you're beautiful and everything. And I knew I was beautiful and everything. It was just I would look for validation in other places.
Okay.
And that was my problem. And that's what I was trying to encourage the girls as well on that day when I went to Carlton High School. Like, you don't have to get validation from no boy or anything like that. That's where my lack of confidence came from at first.
From a boy?
Because it was like, oh, you ugly because you're too fat, or you this and you that. And then I'll start looking at myself and be like, oh, well, he might be right or whatever. But then, as I got older, started to do my own hair, started to take care of myself, how I wanted to portray myself as a person. I still forget them. I did. And I was like, girl, you the one, you that. Gave myself affirmations. My mom always gave us affirmations as a kid as well. And I had great youth leaders at Victorious Believers. Shout out to DeJuan Bryant, Sparkle Devanya Brown.
Dr. DeJuan, yeah.
Yes. Dr. DeJuan Bryant and Mrs. Sparkle Devanya Brown. I love them. They really helped with that as well. So
it's interesting what you're saying, because many people think that people lack confidence and they don't go after boys, or they don't make themselves available for boys. But you're saying it was the boys who actually helped to steer or grow this lack of confidence in your life.
Yes.
Because if you don't feel like you are supermodel thin, or America's current standard of what beauty looks like, then you sometimes struggle finding out where your place is in life.
Correct. And I did have some girls that try to bully me and everything like that. Actually, when I did the pageant for Church of God in Christ back in 2017. Yeah, 2017, I believe it was.
Okay.
And I won for the state level, but then I went to the national
This is
level.
a young woman of
Young
excellence.
woman of excellence.
Okay.
Yep, I couldn't think of the name at the moment. But young woman of excellence. And I won the pageant and for the state level for Southwest 3. And then I went to the national level and I got first runner up. And I only lost because I didn't have enough money. And I found out last minute, like 2 weeks was my time frame for me to go to the next stage. And I raised about $700 and the other girl raised $1,000 in a year. And that's the only reason why I lost.
Okay. All right.
But they were being mean to me because the late evangelist Joyce Rogers asked me to be her assistant for the day. And they didn't like that. And they will say mean things to me. And I didn't care. I did, but it hurt my feelings. And I'm like, wow, I thought this was supposed to be a sisterhood, and it's not.
Yeah.
So that also encouraged me. That's when God told me I should have had the conference, actually, when I was there.
So you should have this conference because you understand what it feels like to have some issues, maybe not feel like you're the most beautiful woman in the room, maybe dealing with the issues of bullying. Mm-hmm. All of these are things that in your young women's conference, things that you're addressing. What else, when we talk about this conference, let's talk about, first of all, where is this conference? When is this conference going to be? Give me the who, when, what, why, and the wheres.
Okay, so it will be at Horizons Conference Center over there on State Street. And it will be July 26th in 2025 this year. So whoop, 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 whoop. And it will start at 9 a.m. for registration, and 10 a.m. will be the start time. And we should be done around 1.
Okay, and so Jimmy's saying Amaya is demonstrating the wisdom that comes at any age. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And so when we come to this conference, yes, what are young ladies to expect? Is this going to be another boring conference with old women telling young women you gotta have confidence, baby? Hold up your head. What are we talking?
No, we're gonna have raffles. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna do things, engage with one another. We're not just going to have people talk at you, because I don't like when people just talk at me. I like to engage with one another. I will be the keynote speaker, so you will also hear me. And we have a guest speaker, Ebony Gibson. She is the CEO of Not Your Ordinary Vision Boards. And so the girls will be able to envisionate their future, right, and everything. And then we have my mentor again, Clerk Alethea Nichols Taylor, Mother Cookie. She will be speaking as well. And she is a phenomenal speaker. And she loves to encourage the girls. And we're going to do a great icebreaker. We're going to have a nice time. And we're going to have a little dance thing and everything. So the girls can just shake off all those jittery feelings that they have. And they just want to just cool down. We're going to have a great time. So, yes.
All right. So in real time, Mr. Green says Saginaw Spirit will support your conference, Madam Trustee.
Oh, thank you.
Please reach out. Kareem has the contact information. All right, Jimmy, we certainly thank you. You guys have been doing a phenomenal job of supporting everything that's happening, especially as it comes to young people in our community. I'm so excited for the Urban Hockey League to get started and to see those young people with that exposure. We certainly will do that connection. Amaya, I want to, first of all, so you are now doing this conference. You've been bullied. You've not felt the greatest. You've dealt with all of those things. You've had women pour into you so that your flowers begin to grow on the inside. Yeah. You are now doing a conference. Girl, you make things happen. If you could have one thing that you would share with every young woman that you would wish that every young woman could know, could hear, be encouraged by, what is it that you would share with them in this moment?
I will share that you are beautiful and you're beautiful and wonderfully made, and you have purpose, and always remember that.
That is so vitally important. All right, now, and you got celebrity friends out there. Lisa Coney, way to go, Amaya. This is much needed for our youth. Amaya, I want to just share because you are, and I want to say this again and give you your flowers for what you're doing.
Thank
You are the youngest member of the trustee board for Saginaw Township,
Yes,
and the first African American female to hold the position that you have. So you are the youngest and the first African American female. That is such a powerful thing. What prompted you, as we look at encouraging young people to become involved in politics, civically minded, and teaching them the importance of their voice and their vote? What prompted you to take on such a huge challenge?
well, when I used to be the deputy clerk for clerk Alethea Nichols Taylor at Univista, and actually before I was the deputy clerk, she asked me earlier on that year to do an election.
Okay.
And I'm like, I never done an election before, so let's see how this goes. And it was pretty good and everything. So I encouraged me to work with her, and as we were getting closer to the elections for 2025 for this year, I was like, oh, I don't know. Should I run for for my township? Am I able to run, or am I too young? So I called the deputy clerk at the county, Kyle, and he told me, no, you just have to be 18 and a registered voter. And I said, okay. And that encouraged me to just go for it. My clerk told me, she was like, go ahead, just do it. You could do it. You want to make that change, and you want to be that voice. So I did it.
That is so amazing. Now, coming into politics, and I say this because we encourage young people to be a part of the process. You have decided to be a part of that process. Coming into this position, and this is the first time I've had this conversation with you to any degree. You are now on a voyage, and you've been doing this for years, empowering, encouraging, bringing life to young women who lack confidence. You are now elected. You're excited. And you run into a little bit of turmoil, even in your current situation. And I say that because I had the other individual who's on the other side of that coin, Mr. Spitzer, and some of the things that he said, provocative images that he shared of someone else who he claimed to be you, but was so fatally wrong. And how did you deal with the challenge of coming into this new space, overcoming the fear of doing it, having to say, hey, this has never been done by a female, African-American female, nor anyone my age, and now coming in, have this really bad attack hit you dead on square in the eyes?
The way I went about everything, one, I had my faith. I prayed. I told God, like, Lord, if this is for you, let it be for you. Because I didn't care about being in the full front. Right. I didn't care about just being in front of everybody. I just wanted to make a change. That's all. I said, God, if this is what you want me to do, then let it be. Which he did. So when everything had went out, I was just like, well, when it's something for God, there's always going to be a trial and tribulations in between. And I had a great support system. The community supported me very well. And I thank you all for that. I can't thank you enough. I see people not still to this day, oh my gosh, you're trustee Amaya Bradley. Like, I commend you. And I just want to say thank you. I have a great, phenomenal mother, praying mother that prayed for me every single night when that happened. And that's what I needed.
You know, I'm going to say this about you. What I love about how you handled that situation, because I'm going to tell you, the Black community was appalled to see you have to deal with such issues. I personally, myself, Mr. Spitzer didn't understand it, but I made it very clear that you were somebody that I personally spend time mentoring, someone that I have great respect for, and I know the quality person you were. To have you, and it was really a racial profile tarnish is how I saw it. And we sat down and we talked, and I offered him an opportunity to come here on the radio, which he declined, which I think is probably best, because I would have been very honest. Yeah. But in that time, he said, hey, listen, I really feel bad. I really feel bad. But I always say, if you feel bad, then do something, make an impact, put your money where your mouth is. Don't just talk about it and go on a tour to make your name look good, but really make an impact. So how, in dealing with this, you were so gracious not to lash out, not to be angry. Where did you find the wherewithal to handle this with so many things going on? We're such a racially charged environment now, but you held it together. Where did you find the strength to be able to handle that situation with such poise?
God.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. God, and also, I grew up in Saginaw Township.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's sad to say it wasn't surprising. It was surprising from the person that it came from, but it's sad to say that I kind of expected somebody to say something, because
there's been so much negative energy, not only just in Saginaw, but
in the world,
the nation,
period.
In the world, yeah. Right?
And I like I said, I grew up in Saginaw Township. I went to Heritage. I graduated from Heritage High School, and I have had encounters with people in the past, but also they don't define me.
Absolutely.
I determine what I'm going to do in my life
and who you are
and who I am. So just because you said A, B, C, and D about me doesn't mean that that's the definition of who I am.
Amaya, you are such a breath of fresh air.
Oh, thank you.
So inspiring, so encouraging. And I want you to stay on. I was going to interview you and then move to something else. But let's talk once again. Give me the details on that conference and how people can register for this conference. Because I think when you all see her in operation, and I'm not saying this just because she's, I'm one of her mentors, but I'm saying this because I truly was blown away when I saw her in the presence of these young women, and how they lit up, and how you had them turn to each other and give affirmations to each other. Share the content. How can people get registered for this conference that's going to empower these young women, that will challenge them to see themselves and the world differently? Let them know how they can get these young women involved.
Well, in order to register, you can go to my Facebook page or go to my business page on Instagram. My Facebook page is Amaya Bradley, AMAYA Bradley, BRADLEY. And it's the first post that's pinned, and it will be a link in there as well. And then you can go to my business page on Facebook and on Instagram called Growing Confidence. And then it will be the post on there will be the link as well. So you can register on there as well.
You can come to Straight Talk. You can come to United Shades of Gray. Check out KISS. We're going to put it on all of those pages so you can get your young women. What's the cost of
$35?
And that includes what?
That includes food. That includes the book bags they'll be getting. They'll get little goodie bags inside. They'll leave with something special
and mounds and mounds of inspiration. That is what we need more than anything else.
Inspiration, motivation to know that you can make things happen.
That's right. That's a perfect segue. I'm going to read a couple comments that we have out there, all the way from Texas. Former VP out at Alma. We have Kelly Petros, who said, God, her mother, and her, this is she's saying, that made you strong. God, her mother and her upbringing prepared her to stand tall and strong. I don't know her, but so proud of her. Thank you, Kelly. Send her some information. Send us the information. She needs additional sponsors and people to sponsor some of these young women. So if young women can't afford to come, they don't miss out on this opportunity. And then Roxanne Shintaka, you were just with him. I happened to sit in on that meeting. So nice to meet you the other morning at Carleton High School. You are such a positive and poised young lady. I'm encouraging my students to attend. You saw what I saw, and I hope we all see together that this girl truly makes things happen. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we got another special conversation, and Amaya's going to stay on as my co-host as we connect with this next guest. We're going to pray that you guys stay, don't go away. We'll be back with more of Straight Talk.
You're listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
The future is bright, Mid-Michigan. Ryan Wasik here from Bell Wasik GMC Buick, your only local Buick dealer and home with a lifetime warranty. It's graduation season, but you can leave your cap and gown at home because this month I'm helping people graduate from their old rides. That's right. I'll help you save up to $4,000 on a nicer, newer car based on the price of the car you pick. So if you're ready for a fresh start, graduate from your old ride and save up to $4,000 on a car you can be proud of. Plus, here at Bell Wasik, we're all about acceptance and affordability. We work hard to help you find a car you love for a monthly payment you can afford without all the pomp and circumstance. So even if your old ride's not a 4.0, ditch it like the last day of class and save up to $4,000 based on the price of the nicer, newer car you pick. Plus, bring in your diploma and get an extra $1,000 off. But hurry, classes end soon and so will this deal. I'm Ryan Wasik and I'm your dealer for the people. See all my smart rides at RyanApproved.com. That's RyanApproved.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends May 31st, 2025.
Create the yard of your dreams with help from Menards. Give your lawn a professional grade look with Pennington Contractors Mix. It contains a mix of grass seed that covers up to 8,000 square feet, providing your lawn with quick, lush, professional grade results. Save big money on Pennington Contractors Mixes now at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards. I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go.
Ain't Too Proud is a celebration that brings the audience to its feet. The Grammy-winning songs, the Tony-winning moves. Ain't Too Proud, the life and times of the Temptations. May 20th through 22nd. Tickets on sale now at midlandcenter.org.
How do you say hooray in Spanish?
Viva.
And what's lottery?
Loteria.
Add them up and what do you get?
Viva la Loteria!
Play $500,000 Lotteria, the new instant game from the Michigan Lottery, filled with symbols like chili peppers, guitars, and more. Match them on the playboard and you could win up to $500,000. Plus, each ticket includes 3 bonus chances to win. Play new $500,000 Lotteria from the Michigan Lottery.
Viva la Loteria!
Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
RocketGrabPlus.com. Why pay full price when you can enjoy amazing deals instead? Score epic deals like half-off ice cream at Fuzzy's Ice Cream Parlor on Court Street for just $5. Or head over to Fashion Square Mall to get a blueberry or strawberry lemonade for just $5 at Detroit Lemon Squeeze. While you're at the mall, stop into Petey's Dugout for an hour of batting cage time, now only $20. But hurry, these deals won't last forever. Visit RocketGrabPlus.com to see all our available deals today.
RocketGrabPlus.com. Looking for a fun getaway without breaking the bank? Blue Lakes Charters and Tours takes you to Firekeepers Casino every Tuesday. Just $30 gets you there and back. Plus, receive $20 in slot play and $5 in food. Prefer Soaring Eagle Casino? Ride with us Thursdays or Sundays. Same deal. $30 gets you $20 in slot play and $10 in food. Departures from Flint, Saginaw, Bridgeport, and Clio every week. Visit BlueLakes.com or call 866-2-ROLL-'EM to reserve your seat now. Ride the Casino Express with Blue Lakes Charters and Tours. Blue Lakes, let's go.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-961-5544. 800-961-5544.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone, come back. It's got my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life, come back.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WEALTH25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WEALTH25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WEALTH25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
It's Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
Thank you all for tuning back in. This is Kareem Bowen with more of Straight Talk. Well, we are still here with Amaya. We left off not giving you some very important information that is necessary for you to be able to move forward with those sponsorships. We certainly want to thank Jimmy Green, who said that, hey, I got 10 girls. We want to thank Kelly Petros out there, who also says, hey, Kareem, I got 5 girls on it. I got 5 on it. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in and being a part of this. And if you're out there and you say, hey, I want to sponsor some young girls for a day of empowerment enrichment, by all means, shoot us a direct message, a text, an email, whatever it is. What is your email, Amaya?
My email is growinconfidence@outlook.com.
All right. And also, Amaya, what is the age range for the young girls that you're really trying to reach?
Grade 7th through 12th grade. If the girls, because it's the summertime and girls are going into the next grade. So girls that's going into the 7th grade, coming from 6th grade, will be able to attend.
And we got to give a shout out to Taylor and Sydney.
Yes.
Go ahead. You were going to say?
Hi. I went to school with them. So hi.
And so I'm sure she would love and be gassed if you guys could come out and support and be a part of what it is that she's doing. All right. So we are going to come. She's going to stay here today and be my co-host. Shout out there to Heather Gallegos. She says she's very impressed with you, Amaya. Seeing young people like you make her so confident for our future, not just the Great Lakes Bay region, but the nation. Continue to shine your light, Amaya.
Thank you so much, Heather. I do appreciate all the love and support I have been giving on today. Thank you.
Awesome. So now you see there are 2 other individuals that are with us here today. We have in the social media stream, my man that I just recently met, really just kind of had a conversation. I've seen him around before. And if you're looking in the social media stream, you'll also notice him. And I have to say to him before we get started, thank you for your service and give him a salute on today. And that is Corporal Brent C. Collins. Excuse me. Let me make sure I get that right.
Put Junior. Don't forget Junior, please.
Junior, right. Yes. Because the other person is your daddy, right?
Yes, sir. And it's also Brent III.
Okay. So he is Corporal Brent C. Collins Jr., affectionately called Beaver and Junior. And he says that he is a miracle Marine and he needs your support for something great that's coming up, the National Veterans Golden Age Games. I love shows like this, where I'm able to have conversations with people about things that really mean something, about people who really make a difference. Mr. Collins, you and your beautiful wife, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, you could turn and just give a hello to the camera over there. And I want you all to share this because this conversation is so very impactful. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, your Saginaw roots, what it is that you've been doing over the period of time before we get to your military service?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me and my wife here today. First of all, I have to thank God, my wife, Jacqueline Collins, again, my queen. I tell you, my number one fan, my family and my church family, Word of Faith International Ministries, and the community as a whole for praying for me. It's just, wow, this is just unbelievable. It's just good to be alive and to be able to share this honor that I have with you.
So you gave me a call. I got a call. I was like, look, who is this dude calling my phone? And he started talking about the National Veterans Golden Age Games. And I was like, let me Google this. Is this really a thing? So, I'm Googling while we're talking because I had no idea. Many times, we see these young people when they go off to serve their country. They come back and we don't have as much support for our veterans the way that we do for folks who I don't think we really support our active individuals as well, people that are actively in service as well. But I definitely think that we could do a much better job at supporting our veterans. So you were in hoorah.
Hoorah. I have to salute you for that one.
Okay. All right. So you were you served in the Marines.
Yes,
tell me a little bit about the time that you served in the Marines.
Oh my gosh. 1975, my mom cried like a baby when I told her I had enlisted, and went in 1975, finished the boot camp, and then first duty station in the Philippines. They shipped me off to the Philippines 1975 to I went through infantry training school, then went to the Philippines 76. We were in the Philippines for 15 months, guarding the naval magazine with live ammunition, M14s. That's when the Marine Corps was still in Subic Bay and QB Point, were my two duty stations. Back stateside, I had been trained as a mortarman. My company was the number one mortar team in the company, and we could drop it on you from anywhere. We didn't mind. Okay, I finished. Then since I was cross-trained as a mortarman, we're trained to shoot all the weapons at the company level. I was blessed to get the job as the company armor to maintain over 100 and some weapons for wartime. Okay, then we went on a rotation back to Okinawa. I ended up on a ship back to the Philippines, Korea, and Hong Kong. Came back and finished out there in San Diego, California.
And it is absolutely beautiful down there, the base in San Diego, California. So you have had a varied array of opportunities to see this amazing world.
Yes,
on the dime of the government,
yes.
Working for. I always believe that folks who are in the military are ambassadors for our government, creating peace and looking out for America's world interests. And that is such an amazing and fascinating job to me, or opportunity for me. What is one of the things that you think is most important that you take with you from your experience and time in the military?
Oh, wow. That is a great question. I think about the discipline and also the camaraderie and how it helped me to build leadership skills. Because when I got back stateside, they looked at my record, because I've always been this way. I'm the oldest of 4 children. I mentored some of the Marines that had a tough time. They looked at my record, and so between that determination and that confidence, and they helped me build leadership skills, they meritoriously promoted me. They say, "Why aren't you a corporal? We're going to give this to you meritoriously. Your record is too outstanding,"
And so how much time did you spend in the military total?
4 years.
4 years in the military. By the time you were leaving, you were a corporal.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about this amazing honor that they have. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the amazing honor that has been bestowed upon you by the National Veterans Golden Age Games. Saginaw, this is right here in our own backyards. We've got to do what we can to support my brother, to represent us on this national platform. Stick, stay, don't go away. We'll be back with more of Straight Talk.
You're listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
The future is bright, Mid-Michigan. Ryan Wasik here from Bell Wasik GMC Buick, your only local Buick dealer and home of the lifetime warranty. It's graduation season, but you can leave your cap and gown at home, because this month, I'm helping people graduate from their old rides. That's right. I'll help you save up to $4,000 on a nicer, newer car, based on the price of the car you pick. So if you're ready for a fresh start, graduate from your old ride and save up to $4,000 on a car you can be proud of. Plus, here at Bell Wasik, we're all about acceptance and affordability. We work hard to help you you find a car you love for a monthly payment you can afford without all the pomp and circumstance. So even if your old ride's not a 4.0, ditch it like the last day of class and save up to $4,000 based on the price of the nicer, newer car you pick. Plus, bring in your diploma and get an extra $1,000 off. But hurry, classes end soon and so will this deal. I'm Ryan Wasik and I'm your dealer for the people. See all my smart rides at RyanApproved.com. That's RyanApproved.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends May 31st, 2025.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Get ready to spoil your pup with a special treat from Doodle Doo Bakery. Right now, you can get $35 to spend for just $15. That's more than half off their amazing homemade baked goodies for dogs. They've got it all: puppy ice cream, pooch pancakes, specialty handmade treats, and so much more. You'll find Doodle Doo Bakery tucked in the back of the Birch Run Premium Outlets. Stop in and shop at this amazing local family-owned business. Head to RocketGrabPlus.com and grab yours before it's too late.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Lowe's knows that summer starts with Memorial Day deals. Right now, select paint, primer, and stains, or buy one, get one 50% off via Visa gift card rebate. Plus, get 2 select 1.5-gallon annuals hanging baskets for just $15. Shop these Memorial Day deals before they're gone. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Annuals offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HOOD for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HOOD for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HOOD.
The best day for great deals on everything for summer is one day, as in the Macy's One Day Sale. Find the best prices of the month on summer essentials, from men's tees from Champion and more for $12.99 to $500 off diamond studs, now just $199.99. Even 5-piece luggage sets for your next getaway, now $69.99, less than a cab to the airport. And you can earn rewards faster during Star Money bonus days. It's a day unlike any other. The Macy's One Day Sale, today. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey, get in. What? Who are you? I'm future you. Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Yeah. Mia, our doctor figured it out. She said it's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WEALTH25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WEALTH25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WEALTH25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint or stain project, saving is at the top of your to-do list. Save now with buy one, get one half off select paints, stains, and primers from top brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot via Visa gift card rebate. Find more Memorial Day deals now at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 5/15 through 5/28.
You're listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
This is Kareem, and we're back with more Straight Talk. I'm here with Corporal Brent Collins Jr. Let me make sure I get that affectionately called Beaver or Junior. Corporal Collins, we are sitting here and we're having this amazing conversation off air, and I'm like, I need to be catching this information. I need you all to make sure that you like, tag, and share this conversation with other individuals, other veterans, other folks who are in the community who support our men who have given their time and often their lives to the protection and serving our nation. All right, now we have this conversation about the Miracle Marine fundraiser for the National Veterans Golden Age Games. First of all, what is this whole concept, this Miracle Marine thing? Where do we get that terminology?
I have survived bacterial meningitis and also larynx cancer. November 2022, my wife found me in the bathroom, delirious, calling her name. I was so delirious, I was hallucinating that I worked at McDonald's, which I've never worked at in a day in my life.
Wow.
Okay. And she got me make a long story short, she got me to the hospital, and then they started my treatment at St. Then it was St. Mary's. Then I went on to Mary Free Bed, and eventually ended up at the VA hospital here in Saginaw. I had to learn how to walk, talk, everything all over again. In one point, I was on a ventilator, and my wife is still telling me all of the that I went through because I can't remember it all.
Wow. And through that, in our conversation, you were talking about how you wanted to get and run the best mile because we know physical training and physical fitness is key to being a Marine.
Yes.
And so you were on a quest to run that mile, and how fast? What was the time you were?
It was a little over 4 minutes, the Guinness Book of World Records for the mile for somebody 65 and older. But, since I've had the bacterial meningitis, of course, I can't run like I used to. So henceforth, my research and coming up with the National Veterans Golden Age Games. Oh.
And then you received a call all the way from Washington, D.C. telling you what, my brother?
You have been chosen to carry the flag in the National Veteran Golden Age opening ceremony in Memphis, Tennessee. And I am the first one from Saginaw to ever have this honor. Our director says they normally pick somebody from Detroit, and they asked me, to do it. And everybody's asking me, how did you get picked? Nothing but the grace of God. Glory to the God.
So this is like the Olympic. We've seen the Olympic torch, the Special Olympic torch.
Yes, sir.
This is carrying the torch for the National Veterans Golden Age Games.
Veterans 55 and older, and it's been going on since 1985.
What does that recognition and that opportunity mean to you?
It means so much to me. When I got the call, I fell back on my couch and I was crying like a baby because I thought about, and I often say, Lord, why did you spare my life? And I say, I see now. This is what you had me to do, and I know you got greater things for me to do.
And so all of a sudden you are thrust into this national conversation. This amazing opportunity now is presenting you for these epic games. And it's going to take place, did you say in Tennessee?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. Barbecue and jazz. And so what is this now? This opportunity presents itself. What does this mean to you, and how can our community support you in making sure that you are on location for these games to kick off the opening ceremony? What is it what's the call to action for the community?
Yes, I really need your help, because a month before the games, they have canceled all our funding, which was done yearly. So I need your help because I can't afford to do it. And also, I need you to help me make history. This, like I said, this is the first time a veteran from Saginaw, Michigan will have this honor. I'm going to have a special shirt, and I'm looking forward to having some of those shirts made and putting my sponsors on back of it. And I need you to help me. We're talking a $2,500 expense a month before you go. I need your help. I'm on GoFundMe, and I have a Cash App. Saginaw and beyond, I need your help. Help this veteran honor Saginaw.
All right. And so let's give out those Cash App handles and how people can give. So you said you're on Cash App, and you also have another funding source. What is your Cash App handle?
The Cash App handle is the $ Brent Collins Jr. Now, the B has to be capitalized and the C has to be capitalized, and do not put that period after junior, okay? No period.
So it is $, capital BRENT, capital COLLINS JR. All right. So we can get Cash App. And what was the other? You have a GoFundMe page. How can they find your GoFundMe page?
Yes. Wow. That's a good question.
Under Jacqueline Collins on Facebook.
Jacqueline Collins on Facebook. If you go to Jacqueline Collins on Facebook, we'll find that information, and we'll also put it on a Straight Talk page and other social media platforms to make sure that it's $2,500. Come on, Saginaw. This is one of the simplest ways that we can show honor and represent our veterans and support them. As we send him, it sends a message from our city, our community, and our state. He's representing our country, and he is from the city of Saginaw. Let's support this veteran who has given his time, his commitment, blood, sweat, and tears to this great nation. Once again, this is Corporal Brent Collins Jr. He is going to be the torch carrier, or carrying the torch for the National Veterans Golden Age Games to open up their opening ceremony. Once again, what's that website or your email or your Facebook page? Give us some information. Your Facebook page, that's great.
Jacqueline Collins.
Jacqueline Collins on Facebook. All right. And on there, you'll find out all of the information for his GoFundMe. And he gave you his Cash App, which was $, capital BRENT, capital COLLINS. So we want you all, Elder Jerry Morris's sister. Amen. All right. Now I see the resemblance. Welcome, family. So let's make sure that we do what we can to support. This is such an amazing story. For all of you that are out there listening to us week after week, we thank you. I want to thank you to little cuz Amaya Bradley. Girl, you make things happen. And Brent Collins, he's got his finger up like he's an usher in the church. What do you want to say, Brent?
Yes. One thing, all of you DKs, that stands for Dare Kids. You remember Officer Collins. I'm looking for your support. I'm looking for all of those whose lives I've impacted. You know, I've been active in the community for years. I've supported you. I need your help and support.
So Dare Kids, get out there. He has a Dare Kid that has grown up and now taking care of him in the hospital. So we need all of you other Dare Kids that are out there. And he said that there are thousands. We need you to make your presence known. Get to Facebook, Jackie Collins. Is it Jackie or Jacqueline? Jacqueline. Spell that, Jacqueline.
JACQUELINE. Line.
All right, Jacqueline Collins, get on there. Let's give, let's support, let's make great things happen. Thank you guys for continually tuning in. I hope you guys had an amazing day this Sunday and wake up tomorrow energized, refreshed, and ready to go for another 5 working days. This is your host, Pastor K. Kareem, a.k.a. The Straight Talk Man, giving it to you straight, no chaser, no filter. God bless you all. Grace and peace.
You've been listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1. The views and opinions expressed on Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen